Hello, hello, Canadian Sasquatch here with a happy Homebrew Wednesday to you all. Um, let's get this started off right. Found in the back of my cellar here a bottle of my Honey the Porter, so let's give that a crack. And haven't had this one in quite a few months, so I don't know what to expect out of it, but here we go. It's definitely nicely carbonated. Smells good. Cheers. Yeah, that's actually tasting very, very good. Much better than I remembered it tasting. Um, Getting much more of the roasty flavors coming through now. I wish I had more of this. I hope I do have more of this. Anyway, so it has been a busy, busy week. First of all, shout out to all my subscribers. As of today, I hit 53 subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing and liking and commenting on my videos. Never would have thought I'd have 50. Never would have thought I'd even have 10 subscribers, let alone 50. So, so that was kind of cool. So what else? I bottled my Oatmeal Stout this week. So it's a Youper's Oatmeal Stout. Youper being somebody on the Homebrew Talk forums who did up the oatmeal stout recipe, and I figured that was a great recipe for my first all grain. So that's up and running, and it's already carbonating away. I opened a bottle up 2 days after bottling it, and it had a huge hiss, and then poured like a six-finger head, and well, of course, excuse me, it was completely flat because all the carbonation just rushed straight to the head. And then right after the Homebrew Wednesday video last week, when I talked about all my meads, I was like, I have some time right now. So I went ahead and I bottled up the my very first batch of mead that I did. This is just a traditional. When I tasted it back in January of last year, it had very strong medicinal flavor and just was not pleasant at all. And when I went to bottle it this week, the medicinal flavor was completely gone, and it is a very pleasant, semi-sweet mead. So it turned out very, very well. Then this weekend, I bottled my blood orange mead. So this one was a 3-gallon batch. And I'm using all kinds of crazy bottles for this one. I got a bunch of the 750 mils like that, and actually I got the littler 375, so you can see the little one, the big one. And then today we had a snow day here in Houston because there was well, nobody here knows how to drive in the snow, and they don't have the facilities to protect against icy roads and stuff. So whenever there's a threat of the roads icing up, because there's a lot of overpasses and stuff, they pretty much shut down the city. And my company decided to just shut down the offices all day, just so nobody had to be out there driving around. So yeah, it's 12 o'clock right now, and I had already gotten through and bottled up my Grapefruit Mead, which I did in 187 ml bottles. These are champagne bottles. So I did, in the 1-gallon batch, I put in 2 ounces of honey and 6 ounces of water, and I used a quarter pack of the Lavlin 1118 yeast and mixed it all together with the mead, and gonna hope that it carbonates up. These bottles should be good for about a pressure of 7 volumes. I believe if my math is correct, I should be good for about 4 volumes, so not quite at the champagne level, which is like 6 volumes, but a lot more bubbly than beer, which is usually 2 to 3. So that was so that's an even smaller bottle than the 375, and then I got them all going on here. So yeah, so bit dry here. So cheers. Oh, that's coming around nice. So what else? Saturday I was supposed to brew again, do up my ginger beer. So I got everything set up and got the burner up, the propane burner going on outside to heat up the water for mashing in. I left it alone for a couple minutes because I came inside to get my grains. Went back outside and heard this roaring sound coming from where the burner was, which it normally makes a roaring sound because it's a big burner. It's one of those Bayou Banjo burners, so it's like 200,000 BTUs, so it throws off some heat and it roars. So I glance over there and it's just a whole lot of yellow flames shooting up everywhere when it's supposed to be blue. I'm like, that's not very good. So I kind of dropped the grains and scoot over there quickly, only to see that the hose connecting the burner to the propane tank was actually spewing flames out the side of that. So I guess it had melted a hole, and so the propane was shooting out the side of the hose and caught on fire and was just shooting flames out. So turned off the tank and had a look at the hose, and I'll insert a picture right here. Poof. So you can see where it had the little black markings and stuff. That's where the flame was shooting out. I ran off to a couple stores looking to see if I could get a replacement hose, and that particular hose was a 0 to 30 psi, and the only thing that I could find at the other stores was a 5 psi. So I ordered a couple from Amazon, and they should be here Thursday, providing the weather doesn't interfere with travel. Which means hopefully I'll get to brew on Saturday. Finally get my ginger beer done. So I had actually even grated up all the ginger and stuff, so I had to toss that in the freezer and just kind of waiting on that now. So yeah. So the other thing that I've been doing is every other Saturday, and this past Saturday was our second one. My beautiful bride and I, we jumped into a BJCP training class. So it's a class that's every other Sunday that we're taking, where we go and learn about judging beer. The first class was going through the actual sheet on that you get when you're in a competition that you use to judge the beer. So we went through it all. We judged a couple beers the first session. Then this last session was off tastes. Well, not so much off tastes, but the different flavors that can come out in a beer. So we went through, and I don't remember all of them right off the top of my head, but we did the Inola, I'll have it down below. The one that smells and tastes like raw sewage, and that was rather unpleasant. And then the diasol for the buttered popcorn, and DMS for the cream corn. And the DMS I could not detect at all. And then we did almond flavoring and grainy and grassy and potting soil. That one was pretty hard to take. And then the butyric, again, it'll be down below. The one that smells and tastes like baby diapers. Fortunately, I don't have that taste bud apparently, so I could not smell it nor taste the baby diaper when I drank it. The reaction of a lot of the classmates, though, really did. They didn't even want to taste it after smelling it, and I couldn't smell anything. But that is something else that I've learned throughout this class is I don't smell a lot of the stuff that everybody else does. And I'm on Claritin for allergies because I live with two cats, and I've been tested, and the only thing that I'm allergic to on this planet is cats. So yeah, I'm taking injections for that, and I'm also doing the Claritin daily for it. So probably because of that, I can't smell. So like in my beer reviews that I've done, or it's like, yeah, it smells like beer because I can't smell too many things unless it's smack you in the face type stuff. So that's interesting. And based on that, I'm pretty sure I would not make a good beer judge, simply because I cannot smell, which probably means my tastes was a little off. But oh well, it's a great learning experience. I'm learning a lot on the different flavors and the stuff that I can and cannot smell, and getting to drink some of the higher quality styles, the BJC or the BJCP styles. We're actually going through and tasting the variety of them. So like last week was lagers, and for our control beer while doing the off flavors, we actually had Bush, which is, well, most of you will know what Bush is. So it's not a horrible beer, but it's not a great beer either, and it worked well for doing the off flavors. So yeah, so it's this class is 8 sessions every other Sunday, and from here on out, we're actually going to go through and sample more of the beers from the various styles and actually go through judging them and seeing what's up. So yeah, I think that's about all that's going on over here at the Canadian Sasquatch Brewery. So again, thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for liking my video. Thanks for the comments. I try to reply to all the comments. So yeah, and if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, click the button down there. Or is it down here? Either way, it's down below. The little button says subscribe. Click it. Doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, might cost you some time, but yeah, it's all good. So happy Homebrew Wednesday, and remember to have a pint of awesome, because I know I will. Cheers.